everyone, I'm Captain Logan.
And I'm Vince.
I'm Luke.
And it's time once again
to recommend things.
We've got Lucas once again on the program, and it's time for recommendations. Vince, what do you recommend
I'm
today?
recommending a movie. I'm recommending...
having things on the back of the box.
This is true. I'm recommending the fourth Dirty Harry movie. I'm not recommending the Dirty Harry franchise, although I would recommend it. I'm recommending the fourth one because it's the best one out of the group. This movie is super dark. Oh my god, this movie's dark. Now, the thing about the Dirty Harry franchise is that it starts off in this sort of little campy field, and then it moves more serious until it gets to the last movie and goes back to the campy thing. But this movie is essentially a rape revenge movie. Yeah, the campy. It's where Batman came from. This movie is basically a rape revenge film. So here is a girl who's raped. She's taking her revenge on these people, and Dirty Harry is on the case trying to figure out why these people are ending up dead.
So the feel-good movie of the year, then.
Yeah, well, somebody felt good in it.
I'm really glad you keep recommending these really wholesome films for our younger viewers, Vince.
Yeah, so those of you who are 15, you should probably watch this with your parents so that you guys can feel awkward together. But I recommend this movie because Dirty Harry has a character arc we have to see where we see whether or not he comes to terms with it, and what he gets to choose is ultimately more important, justice or the law. So this movie's really interesting. And maybe I should recommend the Dirty Harry franchise on another time. Anyway,
is the original film good?
I think the original's pretty good. I think the original was more serious than the second one, but it gets kind of goofy in those middle two movies, and they try to push envelopes, so it's kind of neat how political they get in the third and fourth movies. And that's why I'm recommending, because it's super dark. You can't even see it, because it's so dark.
Today, I'm going to recommend an album. I'm going to recommend a CD by Jonathan Colton called Thing a Week 4. Have you ever listened to any Jonathan Colton?
Yeah.
I like him, and I was recently introduced... Goodness. Yeah. Sorry, we should have done that before we started shooting. Anyway, I got this for Christmas from Brown Coat Eric, and Eric actually gave me a couple other CDs. I think both of which I'll probably also recommend because I like everything he sent me. It was so fantastic. Because Eric saw one of our recommends once when I said, or maybe it was a rant on the podcast or something, when I was like, I'm so angry, there's no good new music, and Eric was like, I'll send you some, and I was like, yes. So I got some Jonathan Colton, and I've been told by more than one person, including my stepdad, that because I'm such a big fan of the Miami Giants, this guy's right up my alley, and that's absolutely right. He's not as odd as the Giants in a lot of his music, but he's still got that kind of quirky, melodic thing. His lyrics are very clever and funny. Some highlights on this. One of my favorite songs right now, "Creepy Doll." What a fantastic song. Really kind of weird. And what's funny is when my wife heard it, she was like, "Is that the plot of Chucky? Because if that's the plot of Child's Play, I might actually watch that movie." I'm like, "No, it's not about Child's Play at all." I said, "No."
And even if it was, don't watch it.
I was like, "There's no way a movie in that kind of franchise would be as clever as that song." So anyway, and then he's got a song about a seahorse, which is really cool. He's got a song called "Mr. Fancy Pants" that's really great, and yeah, it cracks me up. Let's see. On Your Moon is about Pluto and how Pluto's not a planet anymore, and how the moon is sad that Pluto doesn't get to be a planet anymore. But don't worry, because you still have a moon. And yeah, it's great. And then at the end, he does a really great cover of "We Will Rock You" and "We Are the Champions" that turn and you guys need to hear that. It's really cool. And he turns "We Are the Champions" into a nearly a depressing sounding song. Like the way he sings it and the way he put it together. It sounds like... Can I have that back, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
So gross.
Anyway, but yeah, it just sounds surprising. It's like suddenly the lyrics mean something different. The reason it's called Thing Week 4 is because apparently he did this really interesting experimental thing where he wrote a song every week for a year. and then cut a series of albums. So this is the fourth in that series, and a lot of people, including Eric, say that this one is his best album. And I haven't listened to any others, but I think it's quite good. So anyway,
I think that's the guy that made the theme song to the movie or to the TV show Code Monkeys, which the theme song, incidentally, is the best part of every episode. It goes downhill from there.
I was going to say I've never even heard of it.
I haven't either.
It's pretty awesome.
Thank you for explaining that. Now I know what to IMDb it later on.
Luke, what do you recommend today?
I'm recommending a comedy series. It's from Louis C.K. called Louie. It's on FX. It's a fantastic series. It was actually voted by Times Magazine the #1 television series of 2011. It's kind of an exaggerated, like a reality type show, but it follows Louis C.K. from doing stand-up at the Comedy Cellar, Caroline's, wherever he's performing, into his real life, whether he's dealing with his daughters, getting a checkup by Ricky Gervais, which one of my favorite episodes, or if he's dealing with hecklers, which I've talked before with a couple people. That's probably
awesome.
My favorite episode is how he knows how to deal with hecklers. And being a comedian myself, especially, this is a good kind of way to just kind of learn what to do and don't do, how to treat people, how to come up with new material. It's weird because in the complete opposite way, it teaches you to be a better person and to look at things in a different light. And that's why I kind of like it. And I'm very excited. Not only was the first season really good, but the second season is even better, and it just got renewed not long ago for a third season. So, but yeah, that's my review of it, and I really liked it.
Yes, I love the first season. I haven't seen the second, but
No, I watched it.
Yeah, it's really.
And you said that's not like the most kid-friendly thing, right?
No, it's not. Yeah, this is more adult, but you'll see a lot of celebrities in it. Like I said, Ricky Gervais, other comedians like Tom Papa. Oh my goodness, there's Nick DiPaolo. Plenty of different really good comedians. So if you're a big fan of comedians and you like laughing.
For those of you who are disappointed that that's too adult, you do have this to watch with your parents.
You can either watch this guy talk about rape or actually watch a rape.
Yay! And if all that fails, you can go back to anything I've ever recommended ever and probably be fine. Anyway, thanks for that, Luke, and
thank you guys for letting me be on the show.
Of course, and thank you for watching. And here's what we all recommend. We'll see you next time. Next week, Vince and I will be back to recommend more things. I'm Captain Logan.
I'm Vince.
I'm Luke.
See you next time. And here's some other stuff we recommend. Comic books. We've got comics for sale every week on eBay, right out of the comic book vault. Geekvolution t-shirts, because you can't watch a Geekvolution video without a Geekvolution t-shirt. Oh, that's a reference to a commercial on the 1989 Batman VHS tape. You probably have no idea what I'm talking about. Normal is a 4-letter word, the novel by Captain Logan. Quirky sci-fi fun with interdimensional portals and robots and multiple personalities and even a velociraptor. There may never be a movie, so you have to read the book. $18 for a paperback signed by Captain Logan, and that includes shipping. Or get the ebook for just $5. Also available through Amazon and now at Barnes & Noble for the Nook. You can find all this and more on our official website, wearegeeksnotnerds.com. While there, why don't you sign up for a Geekvolution account? It's a great place to watch videos, discuss geeky stuff in message boards, and even start your own blog. King191912 is doing his game reviews there. If you've got something to write about, you should too. And even if you have way better things to do than to bother with all this stuff, thanks a lot for supporting us just by watching our videos. Geekvolution, the community of students of popular culture.